Some people complain, but not me. Just happy to be here.
Anybody need help with anything?
I'm looking forward to checking on Clem and the optometrist station.
Hi, how are you? Yeah?
We've been making the rounds, doing the job. It's time you learn the big secret. Everyone thinks that Desdemona is the big boss. She calls the ops, gives the rah-rah speeches, but it's just an act. She does what I tell her to because the railroad, it's my show. It's been that way since I founded it.
You really founded it?
Sure, me and Johnny D and Watts. Hell, that was 60, 70 years ago. After a while, you lose count. We've come a long way since the beginning. We've done a lot of good, saved a lot of synths. But we're about more than that. We are the last and only line of defense between the Institute and the Commonwealth. Hell, maybe even the world.
You've lied to me at least once. This is just more of the same.
Yeah, you got me. But you're gonna hear the same sort of lies elsewhere. There's other organizations out there, and in time, I'm sure they're going to spoon-feed you their own patented form of bullshit. Ignore the verbiage and look at what they're doing, what they're asking you to do, what sort of world they'd have you build, and how they're going to pay for it.
Yo, thanks for the advice.
I don't know if it's your good old-fashioned pre-war values or you just won the genetic lottery, but anyone that has you in their corner has an advantage. And at the end of the day, you'll need to make a choice. Make it the right one.
Looks like we have our first patient. Yes. Before we begin, Clem, how do you feel about children?
They're... all right, I guess.
You ever planning on having any?
I don't know. Why are you asking?
Just idle chatter. Go on.
Hi, you here for an eye exam with with this thing?
I guess.
Go ahead and get in.
So, what do I do?
Just stay still.
So I just sit here.
Yeah. The machine will do the rest.
This thing's creeping me out.
All done. It says you got, minor eye infection. Some eye drops will clear it up.
Thanks.
And that's it. Nothing else.
No, lady. If you're just going to spin your legs for an hour, the power cycle is pretty
Excuse
fun.
me.
I never had an eye exam before. It wasn't so bad, I guess. Why are you doing this stuff, anyhow?
These experimental devices could make life better. For everyone.
Huh. No shit. I figured coming down here was too good to be true. But I might have misjudged you. Might tell my friends it's a good thing down here. Thanks. I guess.
So one of our residents is happy. That's completely irrelevant. We should be making hard choices to improve the effectiveness of the Vault. Instead, you spend your time pandering to their every whim.
Don't Don't you want to make your residents' lives better?
The primary goal, the only goal, is to safeguard the American way and protect its people. I don't have the luxury of thinking about happiness.
I'm improving people's lives. I'm not going to apologize for that.
I just don't understand you. Please, make this next one count. This last experiment is my pride and joy. Following in the footsteps of Dr. Braun and the others, I have spent my time devising my very own prototype. Its premise is this. We are all flawed creatures, each with our own vices. What if our Vault didn't pointlessly try to stamp out these predilections, and instead harnessed them?
If we can pull that off, that's clever.
Thank you. I seek to utilize one of the more primal vices. Greed. The schematic is for a slot machine. I designed it to be as enticing as possible. Choose the experimental parameters, and let's see how it fares in the field.
Hi, how are you?
I ain't never tasted. Well, anything like Vault 88 soda. I'm writing a new song, praising the overseer. Oh, I know. I just can't lose. Super amazingly.
Time to check in with the slot machine. I can't wait. Let's check in with Clem.
Oh, hi. That slot machine thingy is a hoot. Thanks a lot for letting me try it, Lady Overseer.
I'm so glad you're enjoying yourself.
I'm happy with how the machine turned out.
You do realize the lost revenue parameter loses revenue, right? It's done. Finally. Hundreds of years of refining and planning. And it's an unmitigated disaster. Residents wasting time and valuable resources.
But this place is the best, Lady Overseer. Everyone says so.
You see, this is what you've done.
You gotta
Vault
try
88
this,
was supposed to
this
be magnificent.
slot machine.
I cannot
It's the
stand to
best.
be in this cheery purgatory you've concocted.
Don't you see? All your prototypes worked. The people's lives are better.
Is that even English you're speaking? What you say is nonsense. I take my leave of this wreckage you call a vault. I hope you get what you deserve. Overseer.